mic all messed up, man. Don't go to the studio for 2 days. There we go. Broze. Notification gang, Mr. James. Love is love. There's a what up? Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Yes. Belated. Rockstar Hendo, what up? What?
What's up, Brody? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So your mic is messed up because you see the the weight at the bottom.
Oh, I
How
figured
it's
it
going
out.
to the left.
Yeah.
So you need to position the mic going that way.
I'm going to position it just like this. Pause. We're going to rock like this for the show.
So if you tap it, it may tip over because it's the weight is in proportion, right?
I got
just to let you know.
I got it.
Okay.
What's up, bros?
What's going on?
They got on you about that filter and that picture we put up for Frozen Bros.
I didn't put it on there.
Well, it didn't put it on itself. I told you look like a city girl.
I wanted to highlight my eyes.
Green ass eyes. Colorful ass eyes. What up, Bizzle? What up, Queen? Carol? I think I got what you busy. What's up, Jarrell? All the members in the building. How was your holiday? How was your Thanksgiving? My voice is a little hoarse. We still here, though. What's up, chat? A little chest cold, but I'm in good spirits because we're 3 days away from a super stream. How you feeling today, bros?
I'm cool.
You know this Thanksgiving. I think you went house shopping, right? You went house hopping.
Yeah, man, it was nice too.
Yeah, Jay gifted 5 memberships. We're gonna have to get Kev a new job soon. Steve, welcome to the zone. Eric, welcome to the zone. Princess Yasmin 215, welcome to the zone. 85%ers, welcome to the zone. Mr. Sip, welcome to the zone. Welcome to the zone. Your first month is free. Your second month is not. What's up, Ward? That's Woody from around the way.
Yeah, yep.
That's Woody from around the way.
It is.
Tried to cook me on a 2-pair a couple weekends ago at the poker game. That Woody. Love is love. Didn't see you at the football game. Woody, what's up? Was you out of town or something? And it's good to see y'all. I feel like we haven't did Frozen Bros that much this week. I know it's been a busy week for me. Definitely Bros.
No, but you said you was right though. I was able to go from crib to crib.
How was that dynamic? Because
it was great.
Okay, because usually
it was great.
You know, our mom doesn't have a big family.
I enjoyed it way more than hosting.
Okay, so
I didn't miss it at all.
You know, because Mom Dukes came down to my crib this Thanksgiving, and it was almost okay. I see you would okay. She came down to my crib and she relied on me to deliver the goods. Now, luckily, you cooked the turkey for me.
Yes, I did.
I said, bro, listen, if you're gonna go hop, from crib to crib and eat different people food, you can go to uncle crib, then you're gonna go to auntie crib, and then you go to cousin crib. I need you to put that bird in the oven for me.
Now you was just scared to handle the raw bird.
You know what? I tell you what, I'm not scared to cook anything, but if there was something that I wouldn't be overly confident with, it would be the turkey.
How was it? Because I will say it was
awesome.
When I pulled the bird out the oven, I said, man, that looks exceptional.
I got worried.
But I was not able to actually taste test the final product.
So you called me the night before and you said, Bros, don't lie to me.
That's what I started with.
That's what we started at. You said, Froze, don't lie to me.
See, what y'all don't know, real quick, little backstory, what y'all don't know is Broze's hand is official. He can really throw down. Like, I'm nice.
He's solid for sure.
Don't say solid, because that sounds like just slightly above average.
You're no pro. We're not going to get carried away here. You're solid.
I'm elite.
You're one of the people that you could be relied on. If it's a function and they like, Bro's cooking, everybody be like, oh, all right, I bet we good.
So I knew I was already skeptical because I know you have to have that bird out the freezer for at least,
Breaking news: the Eagles have released Derek Barnett. Go ahead, finish it.
Yes.
That's great news.
Oh, clap it up.
Good.
Oh my goodness, it's about time.
Oh, he sucked. Go ahead.
I knew you got to get that bird thawed out that freezer, at least 20, 24, at least 20. And sometimes that ain't enough depending on the bird and how big it is. Pause.
Thank you, Kev J. We appreciate that.
So go ahead,
it was in the freezer, frozen solid. I took it out the freezer and put it in the refrigerator the morning of Thanksgiving Eve. Now, the refrigerator will keep a full frozen bird frozen. It's a very slow defrost. So when I took it out the morning of Thanksgiving Eve, I thought I was good to go. You got that bitch home by maybe 8, 9 p.m. He said, this bird's still frozen. I can't do nothing with it tonight. So I'm like, damn. I mean, he might not start cooking this bird till noon, but it worked out. It worked out.
So it was good.
Yes, it was good. Everything was good. Mac and cheese was a little this year, but you're usually really solid with that. So I cut you a break. Felt like it was somewhat of a rushed dish this year.
You didn't like the mac and cheese?
Didn't love it. It was okay. It was just standard. It was mid. But like I said, you're pretty solid with the mac and cheese. So I pardoned you.
Your fat ass is mid.
That's crazy. Why are you so? Why are you
got sensitive?
Why'd you get sensitive about mac and cheese being mid? Especially when I complimented you on how consistent it is. I could have got on there and told him, yo, that fucking mac and cheese sucked this time. It was very pasty, slimy, way too much processed cheese. Didn't bake long enough, and the flavor was bland.
Is that how you really felt?
You cooked this macaroni and cheese with your white side. You cooked it with the Circaucus.
That's how you felt
in your bloodline.
You trolling me, or is that how you felt?
It was a 4 out of 10.
Ouch.
Yeah, it was a 4 out of 10. But you missed the part where I told you don't miss on the mac and cheese. So I pardoned you. It was okay that it sucked. I can tell you didn't make this mac.
See, that's why I insulted you, because I knew you was capping. I wanted to get your true feelings
didn't make
out.
This.
And that's how you got. That's what you got to do to you.
You didn't. Well, I love you. I don't want to hurt you. You see how sensitive you were? I didn't want to hurt you.
No, I did that on purpose.
I didn't want to hurt you.
I knew if I threw a shot at you.
You asked me if I told you the mac and cheese was okay yesterday. I told you it was yesterday. So now I'm telling them on live, and you want to go.
Let's talk about something else.
No, well, let's finish this. Let's finish the mac and cheese.
Embarrass me in front of all our company.
You're the one being sensitive. I simply said you're usually always good with the mac and cheese. If you let me finish my statement, you might feel a little better. This is the first time you've cooked mac and cheese for another house. Like you weren't eating this. You were just dropping it off for me.
Yeah.
So there was a certain part of that soul you didn't put into it because you ain't had to consume it later. You whipped this up like it was for other motherfuckers, right? So for me, I understood it, but I still appreciate it. I didn't have to cook it. It was stomachable. I could eat it.
You're hurting my feelings.
And I appreciate you. The turkey was an A+. You got an A+ on the turkey.
And that's hard to do.
That's tough. That's not an easy thing.
That's hard to do.
Now, y'all ready to go?
Yeah, man.
I'm ready to go if y'all ready to go. Let's get it.
I keep a G in the way that I walk. I keep a G in the way that I talk. They came to me when they needed the rail. I came to me when I needed support. Same was happy, it looked like the end. They came to me when they needed a start. I never needed a reason to be anything other than what I've been from the start. You are now tuned in. You about to walk with Broze. If I said it, then I meant it. You already know, you know me. Started from the bottom, always been a product who gon' control me. It's nothing but real ones around me. It's Mr. Montgomery County.
Welcome back to the channel. I'm happy to see y'all. Hopefully y'all happy to see me. This is Frozen Bros. I am your host, Frozen. My co-host is
Broze.
a little sensitive. This
I almost missed my cue there.
on this Thanksgiving post game, right? Now I hope you guys had a good holiday. Enjoyed it, especially for you workers. You know what I mean? We don't get enough chill time, man. Just don't get enough time to ourselves as adults. Get a couple of days off, spend time. It's okay. You got to see the cousins you don't really like. You know, that family member you don't care too much for, but you never really know what you have, or you know when it's gone. So even me, I cherish those times where I get to see my family that I don't get to see that much. Even the ones I'm not too fond of. I love them too. I just don't like them. I love you. I don't like you. And because we're family and I love you, I don't have to like you. You don't have to like me. You know, that's one of the cool perks as an adult. You know, the family members you used to have to be around because you were a kid that you didn't like. Couldn't even say nothing to them. Might get in trouble, even if they was dead wrong. As an adult, you don't have to be around that person. You don't have to be around that family member. You don't.
Broze almost caused some wreck on Thanksgiving.
Now, cool thing about our Thanksgiving is we're from a neighborhood that has a classic Turkey Bowl football game every year. Shame
Almost
on.
had to come out of retirement, y'all.
Now, it's called Old Head versus Young Boy game. So usually everybody 30 and under, 29 and under is Young Boy.
Like
28.
20, yeah, like
28.
27, 28.
Anybody 28 and up, so old head. So we'll have kids from 17 to, you know, their late 20s on the Young Boy squad, and then we'll have all our old heads from around the way, 30 up to 50, sometimes even close to 60. And we play a tackle football game back around
11 on 11.
11 on 11, tackle, no pads.
Full field.
Since I was a little boy, we've done that. I've been going to that game every year since I can remember. 4, 5, 6, 7 years old, been going to that game. As soon as I got 16, 17, I started playing in the game. And it was as fun as it was watching it.
What'd you say you was?
I would say my first old head Young Boy game, I was about 16.
No way.
For sure, absolutely. 16, 17, absolutely. Maybe 17. But yeah, absolutely. That was my first game.
You ain't come out of no 17. You wasn't even built like that.
So yeah, my first game was like I was around 17. And I think that's about you got to understand, you know, young boys don't have a lot of big guys on the team. So offensive line, defensive line, there's no, you know. So 17, 16-year-olds like me were perfect for the young boys because we didn't have any size. So anybody with any type of fat or anything like that on their frame, their build, you were playing and you were going on the line. Now, I never was injured and carted off the field like Brosenberg because he said I didn't start at 17, but I never was injured and carted off the field. He was.
No, I wasn't carted off.
Old heads
I wasn't carted off.
Old heads broke his will and broke his spirit.
Was not carted off.
Right? He
I
had to
did
get like 17
sustain
pins
an
in his
injury.
thumb.
I did sustain an injury.
But back to the beautiful story.
But
Shout out to Allentown.
I walked off on my own accord.
But this is the beautiful thing about this particular hood tradition, right? Sometimes it's not old head versus young boys. Sometimes the old heads and young boys, they combine, and we play another housing projects called North Hills, about 10 minutes from our projects in Crestmont. So it's about 2 neighborhoods with maybe less than 3 miles from each other, but they're 2 different districts. They go to a school district called Upper Dublin. We go to one in Abboton and Upper Moreland. Those 2 schools occupy the Crestmont side. Those games are really fun because now it's neighborhood versus neighborhood. And the thing about their neighborhood is they travel with a whole stadium.
The Hills.
North Hills.
They represent themselves really well.
I've never met a more prideful neighborhood in Pennsylvania than North Hills. I mean, it's like a medal to be from there.
Very, very family oriented. They just hold each other down.
And my grandma lived there. My grandpa lived there. I've lived there majority of my life. I lived there more than I lived my family from Crestmont.
So when you say Mr. Montgomery County, that's why it means that, because we literally
We lived in all the big popular spots.
you know, we good.
You know, Norristown, we've lived there over damn near a decade in our life. Same thing. I'm 30. That's what I would say. I lived in North Hills 10 years.
Well, hold on,
20
bro.
years, if you want to be honest.
Real quick, because now you got the chat laughing at me. So if you're going to throw out there that I got injured, it makes it even worse. I got injured on my first catch ever.
First catch ever. Big Time. Rest in peace. Big Time was an old head from around the way. Let me tell you something about this old head. King Kong ain't as scary looking as him.
He was a big guy.
You're talking about 6'2", 340.
In between
all
370.
All body filled with bad intentions. Man, he was scary. He was a scary old head. And one thing about Big Time was out there to hurt one of you young boys. Hey, make no mistakes about it. I'm not here to play a friendly football game. I had a rough year. It's November, and I want to go hurt me a young boy.
All right, so you talked about my injury. Why don't you tell them how the next year I came back and almost won the MVP?
You've had good games. I was just simply talking about you being carted off the field.
You keep saying carted off. I wasn't carted off.
Did you go to the hospital?
Yeah.
You were carted off.
I went to the hospital because I had a broken hand.
I mean, you know,
my legs worked fine. I walked off cool. I stayed and watched the whole game.
By the terms of the Turkey Bowl, you were carted off the field. I don't understand. I'm over here telling them a great story, and you want to make it about you, right?
Because you're throwing shots at me and they laughing at me.
Okay, you know. I'll tell you what. How good was your Thanksgiving? I mean, I tell you, your mac and cheese sucked, but it's good every other year. You got offended.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but since then, I felt like now you've been
I tell him my first game was 16-17.
I thought you was off on the time there.
You can't remember what you did last week, but you can remember where I started over 10 years ago.
I thought the timing was off. I don't remember you out there at 17.
Well,
it's more like 1920 for you.
Nah, I was a rookie way before 1920. I remember.
It might have been later than that.
What?
Like you're like 19, 20 years old.
And I wasn't 19 or 20. I was 16, 17, like I said. How can't you remember being carted off, but you can remember when I started?
I wasn't carted off.
You did. Old head put you on your back, sat you down. You didn't play another snap that season. Broken thumb.
That game. You're right.
That game.
Came back the next year on a vengeance.
Had a good year next year. You know what you never did anything in? You never did anything in the North Hills versus Crestmont games. You never did shit in those games. Always the old head young boys. You never done the hood versus hood rivalry. You didn't even suit up.
I suited up for some of them.
Not a receiver. Not a receiver. Or defense. You didn't even play in the hood rivalry games. You used to play you used to play offense only versus the 40-year-old old heads. The only time you would go out and play wide receiver or do anything that resulted in you getting tackled.
Look, now there you go again.
But then when we played with the young boys over in North Hills, when it was a mixture of dudes our age with the old heads, you just sit your punk ass on D and try to be an edge rusher.
I'll talk about how you cost us a game.
I did cost us a game.
You fumbled.
I fumbled.
How about you? You fumbled. Cost us the game.
I stand on it. Let's talk about it.
What position were you playing, actually?
So,
what position were you playing?
I was playing right guard the whole game.
No. I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about the part you fumbled. What position were you playing?
I was playing right guard the whole game.
Okay, I'm trying to dress this up.
I'm not dressing it up.
Go ahead. I just asked you a simple question.
If we're going to be real, we got to be real.
I just asked you a simple question.
If we're going to be real, we got to be real.
What position were you playing, bro?
I was playing right guard the whole game. If you remember, the game ended in a 7-14 overtime loss, right? Excuse me, 7-0. It was 0-0 all game, and we played in the snow that year. It snowed that year, right?
Answer my question.
Fourth quarter, we get to overtime, y'all. Our center, big-ass fat boy center, started folding. I don't want to go back out there. So our quarterback looked at all the linemen and said, yo, who going to play center? Every last one of these fucking goofies ain't say nothing, just looking at him. Now, we're 0-0 overtime, next touchdown scores.
So, again, what position were you playing?
So, Froze goes, I got it. We need a center. I'll move from right guard to center.
So, you're playing center, right?
First snap. Now, I don't know what relationship him and the other center had. Right? I can't tell you what their situation was. But he went under center first snap. Now, pause. I don't know if I don't know if he wasn't trying to, make me uncomfortable or get too close.
Let's talk about it.
But he was under center, but his hands wasn't tight where they were supposed to be.
Where were they supposed to be? Where was his hands supposed to be?
Right around the gooch. Right?
I didn't think he was
Right around. Let's be honest. Everybody knows center and quarterback. Listen, it's what it is. So instead, he goes and he's low with the snap.
Oh shit!
He's low with the snap. So he says, "Hut, I snap." It goes over his hands right off the bottom of my balls. Fumble.
You fumbled.
So
they recovered.
Now I
blew the game.
I took the blame for the fumble, but it was really B. Nash fault, our quarterback. But me being a leader,
they recovered,
I
scored the next play.
They scored the next play.
They didn't need a long story for that. That's all they needed, right?
Or not, because you tried to be a sucker instead of actually telling them why I was really.
No, you were just going over some of my bad highlights. So
that wasn't a bad highlight. That was me. That was me taking one for the team.
You fumbled, cost us the game.
I took one for the team.
Fumbled, cost us the game.
QB fumbled. He was supposed to, I mean, he all over there when the hands all low and shit. Nah, you under center. This is snap. And all you goofies in the chat, yo, pause. So are y'all pausing every Sunday when y'all watch football? Because that's where the quarterback hands be.
No, we playing football.
We playing
football.
You know what I mean? That's why center's a tough job. Main man got to be all in your area all game.
You got to get them knuckles in there, man.
Yo, that's crazy.
We're playing football, man.
Under center is a very, weird position to be in. But
what about the time that we sent you out on a tight end?
This was my fault.
We sent you out on a tight end wheel route.
This was my fault.
You drew up the play.
I drew
it up.
You
said you were open. You said, yo, I've been open. They ain't been covering me. They had
me a tight end this year.
Your fat ass wasn't getting covered.
Getting covered.
We drew up a play.
Mm-hmm.
You told the quarterback, what?
I said, I'm going to run a flat and wheel it.
He said, yo, we ain't got time for that.
I said, scramble.
You told him to roll out.
Roll out, get some time. I'll be there.
You got wide open.
Yes.
You were wide open. Now, I don't know if you would have scored. I don't know. They had some fast guys on the other end. So I don't know if you would have scored. I don't know if you had the giddy up to score. I don't. Right? But it was damn sure going to be a 30 to 40 yard gainer for sure.
Big play.
Somebody was going to have to come from the other side of the field to tackle you.
Offense was stale this year, too.
Right? And you run the perfect route, pulled it and cover you. Because who's giving you the ball?
Nobody's giving me the ball.
Who's giving you the ball?
I'm a lineman.
Right? That's why you were getting off look the first 3 times you said you were open.
Yes.
You didn't even look at you. Didn't even see you. Didn't even know.
Didn't see me.
Ball leave you wide open again, and what you do? You take it from here. You just drew up a whole nice long story about, you fumbling and costing the game. What's your story for this one? Talk to me.
Obviously, I'll pick up where Broze left off. I came in the huddle. I said, hey, they not covering me. I said, every time I run out, he looks at me, 2 seconds. As soon as he sees you're not giving the ball, he just breaks back in the coverage. You throwing up deep ball fucking ducks. And nothing's happening. I said, so I'm just hit this wheel route, hit me, big play. He said, we ain't got enough time, just like Bro said. Told him to scramble a little bit, roll out to the right. I hit this route like Shannon Sharp. I'm telling you, it was Tony Gonzalez like.
No, it was more like when they leave when you're down on the red zone and they make a lineman eligible.
He says, so I run the flat.
Hold on, bro.
He does the same thing. 2 steps shoveling with me, and then he leaves. As soon as he leave, I bend the corner. Boom. And before you know it, I'm looking for the ball. I have nobody near me.
You have a blocker out in front of you.
Quarterback eyes light up at me. And I'm like, oh, shit, he about to throw it to me. He puts a dart, a little 25, 20-yard dart, floats it in the air, a little zip on it. Froze put the hands out. Just falls, bounces right off my soft-ass hands, hits the ground, incomplete pass.
We punt.
3rd down. So, it happens. It happens.
Now, I
I
mentioned.
probably lead our family in sacks and QB hurries.
You know, you
know.
you play a good defensive lineman.
He
You do.
is welcome to the zone.
Now, I said earlier, I said I almost had to catch a little bit of wreck during the game this year.
Yes.
How'd I look? How'd I look out there, gang? Did I look like I meant business?
You talking about when they was ready to fight?
Yeah.
I tell you
when
what.
I had to go get little Cuzzo out the pile.
I'll tell you what, little Cuzzo, all Mac, by the way, college.
Shout out to him.
Micah Bootman.
It's my guy.
Micah Bootman Green. Go look. He got a football name.
My young boy.
Micah Bootman Green. Sounds like somebody who plays football. All conference corner this year. He came out and he played with North Hills against us. He's from that part of He's from that part of the neighborhood. And that's the thing about the two different hoods is everybody really related. So, yeah, you look good. A little scruffle happened. Broze seen it was a little cuz.
I got right up first responder.
He start chopping it over there, and I'm trying, but I got my bubble slides on. You know what I mean? He got over there, got right into the middle of the huddle, pulled young boy out like he was skipping school, and his mom called him at the park or something.
Can I make a confession here to the chat and to you?
Sure.
I had no plans on throwing any fist.
You know what?
I had one objective.
I seen you and I seen Flo run over there, and I said, man, please don't throw no punches.
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie. Them young boys on the other side,
I ain't trying to.
They weren't the smallest of young boys.
No.
They, you know what I mean? And you know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, I don't want to have to. I will, but don't want to have to. I had one objective, and when I grabbed Cuz, I told him, I said, come on, Cuz, I only came over here to get you.
Yeah.
That's it. Come on, we out. I don't want no smoke with these young boys.
You know what? But we were knuckleheads like them when we was that age too. Tackle me the wrong way, hit me the wrong way. I'm gonna be extra too. So it was fun. I thought it was 3 times almost fights broke out. We all clapped it up, and it was good. And it was good. You know what I mean? That was for most flare ups I've ever seen at one of those games, and every time I felt like it was handled the right way.
Yeah.
So, it's a beautiful tradition for our neighborhood. I love it. We get to see everybody we used to hang with, people we weren't cool with as kids, that we're all got kids now, and it's all love. And obviously, I don't hang around anywhere anymore now. I work so much, so I run into a lot of old heads and dudes my age that I went to school with. That they just giving me my props, telling me how much they, proud of me. And you never go anticipating something like that. Like, I don't go there and be like, yo, wonder how many people gonna show me some love today. So when you get there and everybody who done watched you grow up with you, just like, yo, bro, I love what you're doing. No, I don't get to see you that much, but love is love. So it was a beautiful time for me. Football, I have fun, and then I run up and down the field like I'm the coach too.
Yeah.
That's what I do now. I don't play anymore. You know what I mean? I got to go to work. So I just run up and down the sideline, act like I'm a damn coach, lose my voice screaming at this ref who don't even have a flag.
I told Barry, who was the ref, I said, yo, he called a pass interference, and he gave him a spot foul. I said, yo, a spot foul in a turkey bowl is, like, egregious.
When they called the forward progress on a fumble.
It's abysmal.
Which gave him a first down. I said, referee, could you come over and
I thought he fumbled over the line.
Ref, are you going to tell me what happened?
I thought he fumbled over the line, over the first down line, though.
But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So let's talk about Thanksgiving a little bit, Brody. What is your go-to? So you got a plate that can only fit 5 things, and you can't get a second plate. So which means is you can't stuff your second plate with a whole bunch of extra sides.
So are you asking me my top 5?
I'm telling you, you're
items?
Going there. There's 20 items there. You obviously know all the way down to
dishes. Okay.
What are the 5 that you must have?
Okay. So, all right, I'm gonna just keep it a bean here, right?
Scott Foster is undefeated versus CP3. Go ahead.
I got mac and cheese.
Number 1 draft pick, mac and cheese. It's a popular draft pick. I don't have no qualms there.
It has to be one, for sure. Number 2, see, this is where I think I'm going to mess people's heads up.
Does it have to be baked mac? I mean, is there?
Yes.
Okay, copy.
Yes, it has to be. If you hand me anything different, I'm leaving.
Yeah, like if the top of that mac wet,
I'm leaving.
okay, copy. Yeah,
Don't disrespect me.
Don't okay. I don't and then
Don't disrespect
Don't insult me with cool words like no, I made a roux. And I don't care about none of that shit.
If there ain't a crust on top of this mac.
Yeah, I made a roux.
I'm insulted.
I don't know about a roux.
I'm insulted, and I don't care where I'm at.
Who baked that shit?
Who made this?
Who made it? I want to know.
I could be a visitor. Who made this?
Yeah, that's definitely, for sure. All right, so baked mac, number one go-to. Talk to me.
That's my number one. My number two, mashed potatoes.
So fluffy.
And I can tell the difference if you instant me or if I got
I'll spit that shit.
Homemade mac. I could tell the difference from just the look.
I will spit that shit out on the floor.
Don't give me boxed mashed potatoes on Thanksgiving.
You be having a whole mess to clean up. I'm with what is that shit? Ain't nobody peel no potatoes, boil them, and mash them.
My third round draft pick.
Throw a little blue bonnet in there.
And I think this is where it gets unpopular for people. But for me, my third round draft pick is stuffing.
It's the most underappreciated side.
It's my third round draft pick.
And I tell you what,
it's the stuffing.
I can't stand. Click the link. The Queen T has been putting the link for people who are trying to become members, but you can't figure it out. She puts the link in there. Can you drop that again, T?
Yeah, because on the phone, it is weird.
Your app. I don't know. I don't know what type of shit.
I think it's iPhone. I think it's iPhone.
I don't know what. I don't know.
I think on Android you could see it, but on the iPhone
who has an Android in 2023?
I'm about to get one.
Really?
Yeah, I'm about to cross over. But
you're gonna mess our group chats up. It's insane.
Well, I'm extra for 2 phones.
Okay, one for them. I got you.
Yeah.
All right, so stuffing. The most.
I gotta watch my back. I'm not just anybody. Stuffing. Third round draft pick.
Now I'm not gonna hold you. I hear you go fat. Fat Boy Media says everything got to be homemade. I do not think the stuffing has to be homemade, but I do like.
I prefer the homemade stuffing, but I can stomach. The box stuffing ain't as
homemade.
bad.
If it's homemade, it's dressing. It ain't stuffing.
The box stuffing ain't as bad as the boxed mashed potatoes and the Velveeta.
It
ain't as bad as that. I will say that. But I prefer the homemade. But I could. It's a third for me.
Okay, so you got stuffing, mashed mac. You ain't got no meat on your plate.
I'm getting there.
All right.
But number 4, I got to go to yams. I can't have the mac and cheese without the yams.
I need that candy on my plate. Absolutely.
I had some yams over the weekend, and I don't like this. But main man candied some pecans and threw that in with the yams. And
see,
here's what let me shout my man out real quick. Because LTE Capone, the dude who made our intro, he don't only make good intros.
He's a chef.
He's a hell of a good cook, too.
And you know what?
The guy, he does it all.
Did he candy them?
Yes, he candied.
So respectfully, they're pecans.
Pecans.
Yeah, when you candy them, they become pecans.
Yeah, he candied them pecans.
Yeah, they're not pecans.
He threw that in there with the yams.
So he had some candy
little melted
yams
marshmallows. It was good.
With some candied pecans on top.
Yeah, he candied the nuts.
That is crazy.
No pause. We're talking about food here.
What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, if you're thinking about something else,
what are you guys talking about? He said mash. He said mash was his number 2 pick. It's turkey, not meat.
So hold on. So we going. So first I got mac. Second I got mashed potatoes. Third stuffing. Fourth I go yams. And here's where I think I'm going to throw you off a little bit, because I know it ain't popular to do. You know what I mean? To be playing in this ballpark.
Okay.
But I'm taking the ham with the pineapple as my 5th spot. And I don't eat ham, only on Thanksgiving. But the ham and not to mention that I think the ham is a much better leftover item than the turkey as well.
I'm gonna keep it a bean.
Ham with the pineapples in my 5th spot.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. That is a hellacious.
Listen,
hellacious
argue with whoever
decision.
you want. That's my 5.
So no turkey. So your meat is the ham
with the pineapple.
So I mean, you don't even have no bird on your plate.
Taking the ham with the pineapple.
Disgusting. My turn.
Taking the ham with the pineapple all day.
First, give me some gravy and turkey on my plate. Let's start here. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Dark meat, white meat, just put some gravy on it. It don't matter. Right? Let's start there with the turkey. Right?
What you just say, bro?
It don't matter if it's, come on, bro, dark meat on the turkey or white meat from the breast on the
Okay.
turkey.
I just making sure I didn't hear you.
God damn.
I didn't hear you, gang.
Right? And then I got to have some mac. Now, the shitty part about making mac as one of your having to haves, everybody mac ain't good. So you can get a big ass scoop of mac and cheese on the plate and it be trash. Trash mac ruins a plate. No mistakes about it.
That could be anything. Trash anything
All
ruins
right,
a plate.
Now I'm gonna be honest with you.
Your number one was turkey. What was your number two?
My number one was turkey. I'm gonna start with the bird, and then I said, give me the mac and cheese second. I want to make sure I got turkey and mac. Put that right there, right?
All right.
Then I need some mash.
Okay, number 3 pick is the mashed potato.
Gotta have some mash. Now, because I got the mash, it's either gonna be mash or yams, either one. I don't need both.
So you're not going both.
I don't need more. I'm only got 5 here. You know what I mean? I'm on 5 here. And I can't not have some greens on my plate. For me. I can't. I need some greens. So the greens get in my 5.
So that's at 4. That's your 4th pick.
That's
the greens.
4. Collard greens. Gotta have the greens.
See, I feel the same way about the greens. I
have to have it.
If I don't see no neck bones in them green, I don't want them.
No, that's okay.
If I don't see no
no
turkey butts,
a turkey neck.
If I don't see no turkey butts,
turkey ass in there
don't
or
want
something,
it.
Absolutely. But we are all assuming that this food is prepped the way we want it.
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
You're right.
So give me my collard greens. And then I'm going to round that bitch off with some stuffing. And then
Okay, your 5th pick is the stuffing.
And I'm going to light drizzle gravy on top of the whole plate. Except for maybe the mac. And if it's spilling, so be it.
I think cranberry sauce should be banned from humanity.
Well, give me your top 3. I don't need it. Don't bring it.
Top 3, I don't eat pumpkin pie. Is 1.
You don't eat pumpkin pie?
Nah, give me the sweet potato.
I've been your brother for 31 years. I didn't know that.
Okay, now you have been my brother for that long. Have you ever seen me eat a slice of pumpkin pie?
Murphy Clown said, where the green bean casserole? ? Y'all sleep and half white. Shaking my head ashamed. Is Murphy Clown a white boy?
Well, but here's the thing, because he's telling the truth.
No, for sure. I'm asking. Is he a white boy?
But
because green bean casserole never made it to Big Mama's house. And that's some shit that would have been at my mom's house. You know, my mom's side, so we call her mom. And then every I had a Big Mama. Everybody in their family. Wasn't no green bean casserole. She'd have fed that shit to the dogs.
And I mean, if you had to choose which side you can go eat at, I think
now,
that's pretty obvious.
Now, if I'm gonna have a green, I'm not taking green beans over collard greens. Are you shitting me? I mean, I 3-0 collard greens over the green beans. I don't whether you casserole it or whatever, no matter what you do to them, right, bro?
Hold on, somebody just said sweet potato pie and pumpkin pie taste the same, and I strongly disagree.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Sweet potato pie and pumpkin pie, the only thing same about them is the color,
and that's not even the same.
And it's not. Some sweet potato have more of a brown.
Not darker. The pumpkin pie is darker.
No. Pumpkin. Okay, you say sweet potato pie is
more
orange.
orange.
Pumpkin pie is right.
Yeah.
Now they both are similar in the way they're prepped and the texture and all, but the taste is for surely different.
I'll tell you what. I could keep the pumpkin pie.
Yeah, I like both of them.
I could keep the pumpkin pie on. I've never eaten pecan pie ever. Have you ever had a slice of pecan pie?
Pecan pie. Yeah, I've had a slice of pecan pie, but it just doesn't tickle the twine. I ain't really crazy about it. Right? Cranberry sauce can go.
Yeah, cranberry sauce is a must.
Cranberry sauce can go.
Yep. And chitlins.
Chitlins do not need to be there, but I understand that they are.
No, chitlins can go.
And what else could you just leave out of Thanksgiving?
I mean, Pop used to have the kitchen smelling like shit soup.
Let me tell you something about Pop and his chitlins, because I've seen him prep them, right? And I've seen videos. Matter of fact, I've watched my grandmother prep them. I watched my mom Brown prep chitlins, right? And you know, one thing I always seen her do was scissor work, right?
Yeah.
She would always like cut like a certain piece or two, and she would be able to pull this skin off of it. And I'm assuming that's the membrane, or something that they're peeling off of the actual chitlin. Now, her chitlins never stunk like Pops did. They stunk, but it was nowhere near the aggressive smell that Pops would have. And that's because if you watch him prep them, so what he does is he'll go get the pre-clean ones, the ones that say pre-clean. But anybody who know anything about chitlins know that they're not clean, right? And that's what Mom used to tell me. You can get the pre-clean ones all you want. They're not clean. He did minimum washing of those chitlins. What was in that bowl was getting ran over some water. He'd shake his shit around a little bit, right into the pot with the veggies. So, you know, he was very lazy with his chitlin prep. He just thought letting them cook long. But I tell you what, the way he used to sit over there and eat that bowl, I mean, it could smell like he used to make that shit look good.
How he would drown it in hot sauce.
He's just swimming in a 6-foot pool of Texas Pete hot sauce. There's shit noodles. That's what I used to call them, shit noodles.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Macaroni salad can go too.
I don't need it. But I like the seafood pasta salad.
Yeah, macaroni salad can go. Macaroni salad can go, you know. But chitlins wasn't always made on Thanksgiving for us, but
I can't wait to get to them leftovers later.
oh my God, when that shit go back in the oven, the second day is always better. I can't wait to get back to the
3
crib.
plates from every crib I went to yesterday.
Yeah.
It's 4 containers in there.
Yeah,
That's what was nice about it.
I'm gonna have a round 2 today. Now I tell you what, I'm not built like I used to be, bros.
No?
I didn't finish one plate. Right? Literally. Like I'd make this big ass plate. Shit was good. You know, but 4 bites from each joint, I'm like, I'm cool. And there was a whole fucking plate of food sitting there left. That was my plate around midday. I took a nap, woke up around 8, 9:30. I made another plate, even bigger than the first plate. Shit whamming. I'm washed up. I don't got it anymore. You know, I used to be able to get crazy. I ain't got it no more. I was disappointed in my performance this year.
Getting old, man.
Just ain't got it like I used to. Now today, I'll tell you what, I'm hungry. I haven't ate today. I'm gonna try to have a better performance with my Thanksgiving plate later than I did yesterday. I also wanted to ask you this, bros, because we were talking about it. You brought it up to me 3 different times, so I know it's on your mind.
I was just about to ask you if I think if I
Go
think.
ahead, let's see. Go ahead.
So I was getting ready to ask you because I think we done talked about Thanksgiving long enough.
Sure.
I was gonna ask you about the Math Hoffa.
Yeah.
Was that what you was about to bring up?
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I seen it happen in live.
You called me.
Yeah.
You called me on your work phone. Yo, was you watching this shit? I'm like,
So
what?
he appeared to be arguing with his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And the argument seemed to be over, he was saying things like, yeah, whatever, yo, I'm single. But he was arguing over her. Basically, he said that she leaked his music. And, she was like, oh, well, you ain't putting it out, so I'm going to put it out. You at the studio every night. You're not home. You're not doing this.
Quite not to cut you off, bro. I'm sorry. Can we get a 5 for 5 today? D Bizzle member. Is he talking about a parlay? Is he talking about a parlay?
No, I think he wants a 5v5.
Oh, okay. 5v5?
Yeah.
Why don't we do a 5v5 Thanksgiving things?
Okay.
We'll do that, all right? We'll do that.
All right.
Well, I thought he was talking about an NBA parlay. He got me excited. I was ready to say, let's do it.
No, I think that's, I
Five
think we
weeks. No,
stamped that.
he was talking about what you were talking about, for sure.
I think we stamped that.
So he's saying I'm single. She leaked his music.
Yeah. And she was like kind of like standing on it, like she had no remorse. Number one, she had no remorse. Number one, that was number one. That's what was odd to me. You know, he's recording, and you ain't got no. It seemed like he was trying, like he used this method to promote. If I'm gonna be serious, if I'm gonna be honest, it looked like he was trying to get people to go check out the music from this argument.
We'll do something, We'll do something, AK, before we get off. So, you know, right when it was happening, the timeline. Wait, hold on. We still want to. All right, we'll do a basketball parlay before we get out of here for sure. All right, I got you. All right, so I seen as soon as it was happening, Twitter picked it up immediately. Math arguing with his girl, fake arguing with his girl to promote his music is nasty work.
Yeah, and it felt like that live.
So you know.
So I was more ask you as a rapper.
You know, bro.
How do you feel? How do you like?
For me, it's like sometimes it seems like it's never enough for people. It's just never enough. Fame, attention, money. And I get it. For Mav, if that's exactly what happened, for him to stoop that low to sell some music.
So you think it was low? See, that's why I was asking.
It's just corny. It's weird. You
Okay,
don't have to,
corny is okay.
You have one of the most thriving podcasts or content.
That's not music.
I understand that, but if
you
watch
watch a podcast, we might not want to hear your music.
We don't want to hear your music.
So that's why you're not promoting it on the podcast.
And that's,
I don't know if he is or not.
And that's okay that we don't want to hear your music. That's not hating.
See, I just was saying you're using words like low. I thought it was a little cringy.
I'm gonna tell you why. When I say low, it's not like he's like doing anything like to hurt anybody. I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying like, man, if we don't want to hear your music, you know, I make music. A lot of people will say it ain't that good. That's okay, right? But if my podcast was bringing in the money or more money than I've ever saw from battling or music, that'd be my main focus. And the fact that you're trying to trick us into listening to your music is not going to trick us into liking it.
But see,
but
hold on though. Let me just interject though. Let me just interject right there. Because, you know, I haven't heard anything new from Mav, but if he felt like this new music is a little better and he just needed a way for, you know, more than the normal people to go check it out, although it was cringy, although it was, you know, I didn't like it, but could I not use the word that it was kind of clever?
That would be based off results of how many people actually stuck around.
Now, it didn't make me go listen to the music. It made me go do the opposite.
I did not listen to the music. Is what I'm about to tell you. I'm a co-worker of Math and battle rap. I've never worked with him personally. We're both in the same industry. I've rubbed shoulders with him a few times. I've spoken with him personally, in person and on the phone a few times. I had no yearn to go listen to the music that she leaked. It more drove me away from it. Now, for me, again, you can force people to listen. You can't force anybody to like it. Now, I'm not saying this music is trash or good. I'm saying we're just not interested in it. What we are interested in is math expert opinion. We love that. You're great at that. Looks like you're flourishing with that. Should be making some money with that. Well, that's what we want to see from math, because that's what we've seen you take to the next level. That's something you took mainstream, right? But you don't have to force your music on us.
But look.
If you wanted people to listen to your music, the next time you cut that camera on and drop an episode, simply look at the camera and say, "Oh, by the way, y'all, my album just dropped and it's streaming on all platforms. And anybody who wants to hear that shit will go hear it." You don't have to trick us.
Now, we are talking right now on Rosenberg TV.
Mm-hmm.
We are talking about Math and what he's doing with his music.
Mm-hmm. But I'm looking at my chat,
I get the chat, I get that, but from the video the live he put out, it gave us some content to talk about on a different channel.
Sure.
Somebody from here might say, "Well, let me go see if I think it's corny. Let me be the judge of that."
Fair.
With that, so you know what I'm saying?
Okay, and if Math is checking, if Math Math's bottom line is initial listens and not return listens, then maybe he achieved his goal.
Well, he's got a thriving channel with a thriving show. So he may not ever need to rap again, ever, right? Expert opinion is probably taking care of him.
I would assume. So
him rapping is something that he obviously likes to do. It's something that's a part of him. So he built an audience. He built enough of a platform to still want to try to do it.
I don't want to sit here and I'm not shitting on Math. I hope it didn't come off that way, but I'm just keeping it a buck. I don't want to hear his music. I don't personally. So arguing with your girl to try to make it seem like she dropped some exclusive songs.
Yeah.
It just makes me think they're not exclusive. You know?
Right.
To have to fake the funk to get somebody to listen when you got a damn podcast that is.
You almost got 1 million subscribers.
I mean, you have it.
Just play it.
Just play the music.
Just play it.
Just play it. It's yours. What are you pulling my foot for? I don't understand.
Let's play it.
Well, insult my intelligence.
Are you gonna try to make me not like the shit before we even hear it?
I see the gigs, so now I don't want to hear the shit. You doing all that extra shit for, Matt? You're in your 40s. Play it. These young boy games trying to trick us. Play the song. If it's hot, because you know what I'm going to watch? I'm going to watch Math Expert Opinion. So if you play the song, I'm here.
Yeah.
I ain't never going to check for it. I'm not going to check for your shit. I'm never going on iTunes and typing in Math Hoffa and putting the song on. I don't care for that shit. But if I'm watching your show, because I enjoy your show and I'm a fan of your show, and you play the song, and I'm like, oh, this shit bumping a little bit. Okay, this fire. I might go stream it now. Because you naturally just promoted it. You didn't force it upon me. Right? Your show, I'm here. It's your show. I'm just a consumer.
It would seem that that's the best promotional tool is the channel.
They're trying to fake argue with your girl. You make her and you look like goofies. Just play the song. Motherfuckers be overthinking this shit, man. What am I missing here, bros? Am I missing anything? I can't rationalize it.
The more and more you talk, the more I'm starting to lean towards what you're saying. But I do stand on the fact that, he's, whether you like the promotion or not, whether it was cringy or not, whether, whatever you felt about it, here we are talking about it.
You damn right want to talk about it because it's the Frozen Bros show.
So,
But I just
in that aspect, it might have worked. In no other time, in no other parallel universe are we talking about Math Hoffa's music. But here we are today, speaking about him and his music, whether it's attached to a fake argument or not.
I hoped it upped the streams for him if that was his bottom line. Because here's the thing. Well, no,
that's being objective as you can be.
I want to swim over into the deep part of the pool real quick, right? Be
careful.
Well, let's think about this.
Got to be a good swimmer when you're in the deep waters.
Well, I swim great. What musician's girl would have access to his exclusive music? Let's think about this here, right? I've been with my girl for about 7-8 years. Yeah, I don't even know if she knows how to find Frozenberg video.
And if you've seen the video, the dismissiveness and the ignorance of which she didn't care.
She does not care about that. Would have
infuriated me.
Right? That's my point, bros.
Like, I wouldn't have been able to be on live. I might have been flipping tables.
Yeah, like I just don't understand. What? Come on, bro. I don't know. You know what? Actually, I'm getting a headache thinking about how corny that shit was. Clean it up, Mav. You don't gotta cut corners. You did it the right way so far.
Cancel Christmas.
You want to talk about somebody with the bullshit?
Cancel Christmas.
We had a debate on the phone because I told you I thought the name and the way it was packaged and delivered to the people, the announcements.
Yeah.
I thought it was a direct slight to Queen of the Ring and URL, not just one or the other. You know, the we can't be naive here, right? The titles of her events are astonishingly different than anybody else's. It's just let's think about it here,
They
right?
seem a lot like
They seem like
messages.
personal messages.
Messages.
You know,
They do. They do.
And here's the thing. I haven't seen any rappers be taken off of Chrome cards. Have you heard about that?
No.
I haven't heard any battles being blocked for Chrome events. Have you heard anything about that?
No.
So I'm trying to figure out what the fuck Remy's so upset about and what she, you know, and maybe she's just in it for the competition. Because I'm looking at
And that's okay.
No, absolutely. It's perfectly fine. But understand, you know, there's no sport that's all offense. There's going to be some defense. So hopefully defense is as good as offense, because offensively she's very aggressive.
Well,
I do
battle rap is a lot like
she
boxing in a way, to where as though if you have the resources and the refunds, the resources and the funds.
That's where I was going, bro.
The resources and the funds, you could be a big league and you could compete with the big leagues.
She's got the bag that has allowed her to skip the process.
Yeah.
She has not had to go through any process at all.
Correct me if I'm wrong, bro. If we had it right now, we could throw a boxing event with pro boxers.
Yes.
Now.
I could get Adrian Broner to headline a card for me, as long as he doesn't have any extensive commitment and no competition clause in his contract. I could pay Adrian Broner, book him at the Mandalay Bay if I wanted to, if I had the bread.
You got the money.
Yes. I could have him fighting down at Parks Casino if I wanted to. Yes. So I'm not knocking Rem. I would like to finish what I was saying, but you know, it just seems like she understands the climate of battle rap and where it is, and she's with the fighting.
Yeah.
She's with it.
Come on. Let's have it.
A few things that let me know what was the direct shot to Queen of the Ring. I already know what the shot is with URL. Her main guy is easy. It makes perfect sense, whatever her beef is with them, right? Cancel Christmas. I just
think they got caught in the crossfire.
Well, did they? Because I clearly remember a month ago her simply saying that the girls do not profit. And this was no longer just a girls' league. Do you remember that? That wasn't that long ago. Or a lot of the girls took offense to what she said. That's what Remy said. Now, here goes Queen of the Ring. We're booking a big card, their big return card, and now we have a Chrome 23 female-dominated card. That just doesn't line up with what Rem was saying. Right? And then you look at the name of the event, Cancel Christmas. You look at the date of the event, and they're back in New York a day before the Queen of the Ring event. We don't even, first of all, Friday battle rap events isn't a popular thing either, bros, unless we're talking about like day 1, day 2, and that shit's even on Saturday and Sunday. If anybody does a 3-day event, they usually put like the tryout battles on a Friday or some shit like that, or the face-offs. This was directed. This was as much directed towards Queen of the Ring as it was URL, if you see it that way. Because, you know, she knows in my opinion, now you disagree with this, she can't affect URL homecoming money, in my opinion. She can't.
Yeah, I disagree with that.
Well, let me explain why. They have a core fan base that is going to buy that card regardless. All right? All the app people who have subscriptions on the app gang, if you will, they're getting homecoming. Where Chrome 23 has stopped none of that. So they know their core number that they're used to getting, they're going to hit it. Now, how much they're going to go over it, that comes down to promotion and momentum going into the event, right? But Remy cannot hurt their money. Their core fan base is going to buy the event. Whether Remy's throwing one or not, she could hurt the how much they get in the green, or how much more they get over than expectations with their core fan base. But she knows she can't affect no damn URL. She can compete. She can't affect them. Right? That's the same thing with all the times that URL and RBE was going through it. RBE can compete, but it's hard for them to affect URL. It always seems like URL is making the other leagues take the losses.
They already technically came out and said their event sold out.
Who?
URL.
you know, right? So
But if you were waiting, let's just say you were waiting till that day to buy a pay-per-view.
Jazz Big K is not taking you away from Mook and twerk. I'm sorry, it's just not.
If you're a female, it might.
If you're okay, but I'll tell you what, I agree. But listen, let me tell you something. It'd be some ladies at the events.
You ain't just talking about any female.
It be some ladies at the events.
You ain't talking.
These events. I'll say it again. These events be sausage festivals, though. We're not going to get crazy. We're not going to get crazy.
All right, let me ask you this. The Chrome 23 event we were just at in Camden.
I have never seen that many girls at an event in my life. You're spot on. For sure. And I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. There was a lot of ass wiggling up there at the Atlanta events with RBE. But that's the Atlanta. It's a lot of females up in Atlanta.
Last Chrome event
and you don't know
which
which one of them.
A lot of women.
Which one of them is men too.
There was a lot of.
You gotta relax up Atlanta. But yeah,
there was a lot of women.
That's a good point. No,
in that event.
But I'm saying that there's not.
It's the
but I'm not,
Jazz the Rapper.
No, I understand that. All I'm saying is there's not a strong presence of women at the URL events. There's females there, but it's like one every 6. I feel like.
Well, I ain't been there in a while. I don't know,
and maybe it's changed.
But
right?
What I was saying was there's 3 events. I believe, and I think in the spaces I heard, I might be wrong, but they said that the Queen of the Ring pay-per-view is going to be very affordable. Like $25.
Well, it has to be.
Like $25.
They have no
That's
choice.
Before this card came out, though.
Still has no
choice.
Okay, but their reputation is taking.
So again, my point is
but their reputation is taking a hit. So it's not 25 because they can't compete with these other leagues. It should be $25 because they ain't really been delivering.
Regardless of why, it's 25. It's $25. So if you're somebody,
you're saying
if there's 3 events and you're somebody, it's like, all right, I can get one of the $60 events. And then I'll grab if I'm gonna grab a second event, it's gonna be this $25 event. So I'm gonna pick one of the $60 events, and I'm gonna grab the second one for the $25. They're still probably gonna be okay,
right?
Because their pay-per-view ain't. So that's what I'm saying. It might affect the pay-per-view sales for URL.
Well, I disagree. If let's say Remy's card is 60. Queen of the Ring 25, URL 50, right? If I'm gonna spend the 60 with Rem, I ain't gonna hold you unless you're just a cold female or female battle rap fan. I'm not grabbing Chrome, Queen of the Ring, and not watching Homecoming. Absolutely not. No fan is doing that. So it has to be either Queen of the Ring and 1, or all 3 of them, or Chrome and URL. I'm gonna tell you now, Chrome is $60. Queen of the Ring is 25. That's $85. Well, if I grab Chrome and URL, that's only $110. So that's a $25 upcharge. Well, no, at that point, if I'm spending $85, I'll spend $110. Give me the URL. Give me the absolutely. Give me the
could be a present.
Give me the
coffee machine or something.
Give me the URL event and give me the Chrome event, and now the Queen of the Ring takes the hit, and I don't care what their pay-per-view is worth. That's how I would feel as a consumer. Now, I think everybody should buy the Queen of the Ring event. I do. But my pockets ain't yours and your pockets ain't mine. But damn, you can't say Remy don't want no smoke.
This conversation all comes up when you name the card Cancel Christmas, though.
Well, right after I do what the fuck I want.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. What are we talking about?
And then you waited for the full card to drop on URL. And then I think 2 days later, you announced your card.
Lou, I don't know if it's 60. I know the last one was 60. Now, Big K and Jazz ain't as expensive as Easy and Geechee. So I'm sure their budget was cut in half for this event and still made a good card. So let's say they spent $100,000 that I do with the FI want. Well, they might only spend 50. She probably still wants to grow something close to what she did last time. Jazz and Big K is going to do a good number, but it won't sell as much as Geechee and Easy. Won't even come close to it. Well, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that, But for me, I feel like Remy understands the climate. She came in battle rap when it was a war, and she jumped right in it, and she with it. And she spares none. She don't matter if Queen of the Ring is a little smaller village, a little smaller army, a little third world country, don't have as much resources at the big. Nah, they get it too. Fuck them.
I mean, she's the third best. She's in the
can't
top
have
3, right?
You can't have love for Queen of the Ring or female battle rap as a whole when you knew Queen of the Ring was dropping that event and you come right on their toes the day before and completely try to shit on it.
Was Easy and Hitman this year?
Yes.
And Easy and Geechee was this year.
Yes.
That's two of the big. That's the two biggest battles this year, right?
Hitman, that was in January. That might have been. That I think it dropped this year. Let me go ahead. Keep talking. I'll check.
I was just only saying, like, she's got 2 of the biggest battles. This,
I don't.
Geechee's moment went crazy.
I don't, and I'm not saying what Remy's doing is wrong. It's a competition. I'm just saying, like, to say that's what to say that she's not doing that is just not true.
Well, again, when you name the cards, what you name them.
Because you're not canceling. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're not canceling URL's Christmas. You're not even like that compared to URL. So, like, it's not like you haven't even been in a fight long enough to be able to even, you know what I'm saying, like a RBE would, who's been warring with him for years and actually got some W's over him, right? You just got here. Now, yes, you're making a lot of noise.
What URL battles are bigger than Easy and Geechee?
What URL battles are bigger than Easy? I think Easy and Geechee possibly could be the biggest battle that happened this year.
And then if Hitman and Easy happen this year, that's 1 or 2 of the biggest battles this year too, right? Right?
I'm trying to hold on. I'm trying to think. Hitman battle Ill Will, that wasn't as big.
No.
Mook and Big K, which was big, that wasn't as big. Hitman versus Easy happened, that dropped 8 months ago. So yeah, that happened this year.
Yeah, that happened this year.
So
she got the 2 biggest battles this year.
So yes, the mega match main event, yes.
So she is competing.
No,
and she can compete.
When I say cancel Christmas, that's not what I meant. When you cancel Christmas is for Queen of the Ring, not URL.
I think it's for everybody.
But it more affects them. She's not affecting URL.
Because they're smaller.
That's what I'm saying. She's affecting them. Like, she knows, all right, I'm going to step on them and we're going to try to hit on them.
In our pay-per-view, only 45, they say in the chat.
That's fire. I just said I didn't know if our pay-per-view was 60 or 45. I said I didn't know. I assumed it was 60. Our last one was 60. 45 makes sense. This card is not as big as I do with the F I want, even though it's fire. Right? So, that's all I'm saying. She's definitely understands the dynamic of trying to rumble. Yo, Froze, you addressed the unbiased verb blog. Yeah, I did not address it. I didn't think it was something I needed to address. I have no problem talking about that. I didn't particularly see it. Broze, you saw it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know some other people from our camp saw it. I think that you guys think that it's a crime to try to get a better situation for yourself. Perception is just that. Sometimes it's not what the actual facts are or the actual truth of what's going on. I did have a problem with my pay with RBE at a point in time. I did have a problem with the conditions and stuff that I was having to battle under. It wasn't like it was a concentration camp or nothing like that. Just wasn't happy with the pay. Thought I earned more and thought I outperformed the situation that I was currently in, and I was no longer going to battle for that type of money or that business that I had agreed to before. So I wanted a more long-term commitment from RBE to stay loyal to them and stay down for their league. I thought that I have showed my loyalty and that it wasn't about money, because I went to war with them, for them, and stood front line to them for pennies. And that's just the truth. Now, once I got my situation together, I was ready to go to the people, the bosses that be, if you will, and tell them, hey, I need a new situation. It wasn't that easy. So I started speaking to other leagues. URL was one of them. So, for me, I'm not ashamed of that. If you watch me versus Charlie clips, he showed you a little bit of it. with the talking between me and P. Only thing you guys didn't know was ARP already knew about it all. That's what made it so corny. He knew about it. So the angle really was shit, but you guys didn't know about it because we kept it in house.
Nothing wrong with trying to. It's nothing wrong with trying to get that
So
bread.
when I Easy was trying to come over and get a big bag from RBE. I was trying to get a new deal with RBE. It wasn't really going that well, but I also wasn't really figuring out how to push the initiative. So for me, Easy was like that bridge between URL and me. Me and URL hadn't spoken over 10 years. Me and Beasley had a falling out when I was 19. And I said some real disrespectful things to him that he wasn't able to get over. And then also, I never liked Rain. Me and Rain never got along. To this day, I mean, he be acting like it's something with me, and I cannot wait to see that man, to actually ask him in his face what that energy is for, and get an answer for that. But there's a lot of people in the URL and behind the scenes that didn't like me personally, but never really gave me credit for being young. So for 10 years, we couldn't get that fixed. Easy was that gap. So once they stopped messing with Norbs, they start messing with P. P was somebody that I never dealt with. So it was like a fresh start from somebody over there. So Easy lined up me and P speaking. We spoke and we started working on the deal. Now, for me, I wanted to stay with RBE. And bro, stop me if I'm lying or you remember anything differently, right? Would you say we wanted to stay with RBE, bros? We were sure that we wanted to be there. That's where we were having all our progress, all our success, right?
Yeah.
So we wanted to stay there, but we did want a better situation. Broze was my manager, and he was a part of this whole process. So you know,
At the end of the day, whether it sounds bad or not, you will hold RBE down 100%. Appreciate everything that they've done and do for Frozenberg, but we don't battle for RBE. We battle for them young bulls we got at the crib. We no longer is trying to put out material or battle for anything less than you feel that you're worth. A league's job is to pay you what they feel as though they want to pay you to get you on that stage. All right, there's nothing wrong with trying to do that either. As an artist, it comes a point of time where you got decisions to make. It's just bottom line. It's business. It's never personal, and that's what we had to figure out.
because we would mix it, and we didn't know how to separate that. Once I separated it, I was able to start making decisions for me first instead of any league or any friendship that I held. I put myself first. And for a long time, I was having trouble doing that, putting myself first. And once I figured out I could do that, I had the right to do it. I did it, and I'm not sorry for it. There's nothing to be sorry for. I'm not ashamed of it. And if I had to do it over again, I would probably change a few things. But ultimately, it got me what I wanted and what I thought I deserved, which was a new deal with RBE. And once RBE,
A good one.
a good deal, and once RBE, I felt like noticed that I was able to be signed by somebody else. They came to grips with that, and then he said, "You know what, Froze? I do want you to stay. You want to stay? Let's get a deal done." And we did, and that's
It's
what
been
it's
good.
that's what it's been. You know what I mean? So why Chris Unbiased put that in his blog, I'm not really sure. Actually, you know,
I got a few thoughts on why.
yeah, I could
But,
assume why, you know, and what it is and what his mind frame was when he put that out there. But you know, that's the thing about bloggers and rappers. Like that's the thing. If I was a rapper, I would never, ever, 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 ever even look at Chris Unbiased. I wouldn't say anything to it. Could be any blogger, but if they would have what he did, that's what you call ruining relationships, burning bridges, killing a trust factor with the rappers. That's such a, you know, it's a slippery slope. The rappers don't trust the bloggers because that's what they'll do. You go tell a blogger something, anytime they want to, they get on camera and just to clout themselves up. Well, you know, I spoke to Rosenberg and he told me that. Well, now Rosenberg will never, ever tell you anything at all. You just ruined it, right? You didn't have to do that. But these bloggers sometimes get so caught up in trying to look like they're more involved than they actually are, or just get a certain clout off of it. And they burn them bridges and they don't know. And see me, I'm not the type of guy who's going to say, you know, F you, don't ever call my phone no more. I'll tell you, we good, click. Never ever talking to you again. So for me, I didn't understand why I needed to be in that blog with him and Verb. But he made a decision, and that was his decision to put something we spoke about out, and that's what it is. But again, I'm not apologetic for anything I did for my business, talking to URL, almost booking a deal. See, a lot of people with URL, they'll use RBE to leverage URL. RBE tried to book me, and then URL will give them more money. Nobody never seen it done from the other side. And I think that's what got them text messages sent out. P felt like I leveraged him, felt like I was talking to him just to get a new deal with RBE. So whether that's true or not, I think that's why he gave those messages to Charlie. Was that did I was that guy who sent $2 to ask that question? Was that good for you, Sharif 12? You get an explanation? It's a business,
man.
Man.
Did all that for Reef?
Well, Reef sent $2, and I wanted to actually speak on it. We just got so caught up in a good episode, I forgot. Did you see he lose his one rounder? Oh, there we go. Brody, they said clean paper, no show at a virtual battle.
Yeah, I didn't see any clips about Caps talking about that. I did see him frying Goody up.
Now, here's my thing. Tell me if you disagree. I feel bad, none, for anybody who books clean paper.
No, I don't blame Clean anymore at this point.
I don't blame Clean. I'm not even mad at him.
Oh.
It's what he does.
No, kudos to Clean.
The fact that he can still pull this off is amazing to me. Now, I don't know.
All you had to do was hit a link on your phone. You could have been anywhere in the world. You could have had another phone and you could have held it behind the one, there's so much. You could have had a notebook. You could have read something off the page.
I just don't understand. There is not a battle or a type of battle he won't no-show.
You could have put the phone facing the ceiling.
What's funny?
And wrapped off
Clean pulled up to Divide and Conquer 2 or Max Out. And I dapped him up. We hugged because we were each other's first big PG battle. So we got a little brotherhood. We both kind of popped off in battle rap at the same time. I see him. I hugged him. I said, "Man, you show up to more battle events than you aren't booked, than you are booked." And we had a laugh about it. It's not funny that he's burning leagues or anything like that. So
yes, it is.
But what's funny is
it's funny to me.
What's funny is that you guys know that he's going to do it. The chances say he's going to do it, and you still give him the money, and then you look for sympathy from us. Well, I have none for you. Sorry. I hope Clean bought an eighth, maybe 2. New sneakers, bought some Pampers for his kids. You donated the money to him, dummy. You did it. Now, I don't know who did this event. Was it Caps or somebody else, or how that worked? Caps for sure knows not to give him no damn money. Cap burned him up on his Angry Fan show more than 10 times for this shit. Right? So, for me, Caps no. Now, maybe Caps was thinking, he ain't going, no show a virtual event. Pfft. Didn't he no show a big URL event before? Like a big card.
Yeah, I don't think he got no picks.
He don't care. So you get that man your money, you're asking for it to be taken. It's almost like, it's not good. It's not good to give him money if you're expecting him to show up. He showed inconsistencies of that. What he has going on and why he does it, I don't know. I won't speculate. I know why I see him. He seemed like he in good spirit, and I got mad love for him.
As a league owner, it's hilarious. He was pressing Gwitty because I think, one of Gwitty rounds might be
clean
choppy.
paper, Capone, clean paper, no shoulder. Yeah.
His round might have been choppy or something, and Caps was not having it.
He said, I didn't just pay for that, Gwitty. Yeah, so Caps did put some money out. You know, it's I just what do you expect from us? Yeah, Reaper Rail. It was actually a good matchup. You know, it was actually a good matchup, and he no showed it. So again, you know, you get what you pay for, and you paid for clean paper, and you got what you got.
Yeah.
You got what you got.
The no-show virtual battle was crazy.
It is crazy, bro.
Like, clean, that's out of line.
It is crazy.
All jokes aside, I know I'm saying I ain't mad at the.
I haven't
but
called
come
him.
on.
I haven't called him because I don't want to hear his reasoning for it and have to act like I believe it. So I don't want to even call him and have to hear that shit. So that's why I haven't called him. I was super curious.
You could have done it anywhere.
Now let's say he was somewhere like on the road or something, and ain't have a charger.
Come on, man. You could have hit that link from any phone
I ain't
around you.
gonna hold you. Y'all, I mean, if it was a 1-round virtual battle, first of all, Reaper was gonna wild him up because Reaper was gonna treat that shit like it was Summer Madness.
No, he wasn't.
But he was the one guy you should have paid after the battle. Yeah, he was a guy you should have paid after the battle. All right, y'all. So we are 3 days away from the next Super Stream. Super Stream is this Monday, 5 p.m. This Monday, 5 p.m. And it's gonna be a schmooey. Don't invite him to your show, Froze. It's a 50-50 gamble, especially on the super chat.
I think he meant the stream.
The super stream, yeah. Nah, Clean's invited. I wouldn't base a whole show on his arrival.
We'll make sure we have multiple guests on a day if Clean decided to come through the zone.
Yeah, like we'll Clean to be like the third, fourth guest. Like we won't just, you know what I mean? So our Caps not see that happening. Yeah, nah, I don't know.
He didn't see it.
So Andy, the problem with the first super stream was we had put some personal information on there from another artist that we didn't do on purpose, and the edit this video that was 4 hours was just too much. So if you're a member, we trust our members not to be petty. We left it up there for the members. We're never going to release the first one to the public because of, but we have a whole bunch of stuff from the first one. So, and if you missed one, it's cool. We're about to do another one. So, about to do another one this Monday. I need y'all to be there. Need y'all to have y'all screen recorders ready. Share social media. You see something funny? Share it. Put it up. Right? Y'all want to do a little basketball parlay before I get out of here?
Oh.
Rosenberg, we'll put your mic down, say bye to the chat, and I'll do it. Let me know. I see enough heads say, yeah, Raw, let's do it. I'll do it. If not, I'll see y'all Sunday. This bro's gonna battle. Yes. And keep it a bean. Tay-Rock and them was ducking him.
Well, I'm not happy with my first contract, so I actually might decide not to battle. Actually.
He wants a new contract. Oh, they said 5v5. 5v5.
Yeah, I don't think I'm happy with the terms and the conditions.
You want a new deal?
Yeah, I do. Why not? Everybody else getting paid around this.
Everybody else wants new deals. Everybody else wants a new one. Why can't Broze get one? Everybody else.
I might have bars for Raw every time until I get a new deal. I might diss Raw on every single super stream until I get a new contract. What y'all think about that?
Contract issues already, man. Already. All right. 5v5 Thanksgiving items. So it could be, just anything that has something to do with Thanksgiving. It's a Thanksgiving 5v5. Doesn't have to just be all food. You can go all food.
Okay. All right, go first.
Copy.
Banana pudding.
I'm Thanksgiving football, NFL football, Thanksgiving.
That was heavy.
Yeah, we can smoke you out the gate. 1-0 first. Come on, banana pudding. Serious?
I didn't know you was. I didn't even hear them.
I explained the rules.
Damn.
Killed him, chat.
Smoke me. All right. Well, I'm gonna stick to food and go macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni and cheese, is, it's a good second round. It's a good second round. I'm gonna go with He went Mac, right?
Mm-hmm.
Second round. All right, I go with the gravy.
The what?
Gravy.
Oh, you lost that round.
You can't have. You literally think about how important gravy is to
Not that
Thanksgiving.
important. All right, but
You literally can't have it without it. I'm gonna go with gravy.
I mean, if your food good, you don't need it.
That's not true. There's no way to eat stuffing without gravy. Go ahead.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Number 3.
Yeah.
Smoke break before the food.
Smoke break before the food.
The za.
Yeah, you reading the chat. I saw it.
I ain't reading the chat.
Yeah, you did. You reading the
No,
chat.
I
I see
didn't.
it. I see it.
No,
I see it.
Who said it in the
I
chat?
see it in there. You seen it.
No, I didn't.
All right. Yes, you did.
No,
All
I
right.
didn't.
He's cheating, y'all. I seen everybody saying the smoke in the chat. I seen it. Bro's cheating. All right. So we in round 3.
Phone not even open.
He said the za before the meal.
Yeah, my phone not even open.
Za before the meal. Okay, I got you. Leftovers. No, he didn't get me. Leftovers. Y'all can't do nothing with me, man.
That's crazy.
It's a za before the meal. I smoke za before every meal. When it's special now.
Nah, that's the smoke break. You
Leftovers.
That's a good drawing.
Smoke before the meal. I'm gonna go leftovers. I thought
That's
gravy was very important. Yeah.
No, the gravy was a bad pick.
Yeah.
But you wasn't. What you was gonna win against mac and cheese anyway? So
Right. You take your elbows with the elbows, for sure.
it was better to throw away that than something actually
Leftovers.
Good. All right.
We blow every day. It's crazy, Bizzles.
He said we. He ain't say we.
Leftovers. He said we blow every day. That's what he said. Leftovers is good with or without smoking. I don't know. You feel me? Leftovers was crazy.
Oh, that was a good joint. That's what I said. That's a toss up.
Yeah.
I don't. You know what I mean?
Leftovers. Okay. So round 4.
All right. That's tough. Okay, I'm gonna go greens.
Gonna go greens?
Yeah, I'm gonna go greens.
All right. I'm gonna go family. Thanksgiving with no family is trash. You can't have Thanksgiving by yourself, right?
That ass, man.
So I'm gonna go family. 4th round. I'll go family for Thanksgiving. 5th round.
Black Friday.
That's a good one for the 5th round, Black Friday. Especially if you're a shopper. Black Friday's not bad.
Family pick was corny as shit. It's a slam dunker though.
It's a good pick.
It is.
Sorry, it was a good pick.
Great pick.
Yeah. It's a good pick. Can I go? All right. Got him. I'm about to smoke him. He went. All right. So he went. What did he go? He went Black Friday. I'll go holiday pay. I'm just fucking.
Making money is better than spending money.
Holiday pay. Everybody, don't nobody really work. Unless you do, you get the double time. Holiday pay for my round 5th. Holiday pay. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. Y'all go ahead and vote. I know the results. Probably 3-2 clear, 4-1 smoked him. Me, Lou. He's a victim, y'all. He is a victim. Holiday pay cooked him. 4-1 froze, 5-0 froze wins this. Vacation time. just I just fried him.
Thanksgiving football, family, and holiday pay.
Yeah, that's three. I mean, what rounds were you
up.
gonna beat with that? Now I couldn't do nothing with the mac and cheese. That's a round I couldn't really do nothing with. Is mac and cheese.
I feel like you lied me.
I didn't. I felt like it. You know.
I feel like you lied me.
You got your first win. 3-2 bros from Latin Lou. Lou saw it your way. I thought I just packed you the fuck up talking. Oh man, he said Black Friday. He just knew that was his round.
Yeah, I thought I cooked.
I seen a good one, but it was in the chat and I didn't want to say it. He was gonna say post meal nap, and that shit's elite. I took one yesterday. Wow, right
after the meal is crazy.
I mean, yo, I'm telling you, that nap, the nap after the first like eating session on Thanksgiving.
The chat be ruining picks.
Well, that's why I hate
chat be ruining picks.
I go out of my way not to look at the chat. I glanced over and Bull was like that
midday
nap.
I didn't have my phone open.
He said midday nap. I'm like, that's a good one, but I can't say it. It's cheating. Yeah.
It's actually like I'm starting to just feel like you're smarter than me, bro.
All right, y'all, real quick.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Real quick, let me know. Anybody who can't bet, they'll drop my cash app for y'all. It's I am Froze. Let's do a little pick 5. How about it? Let's do a little pick 5. My cash app is I am Froze. If you want to bet and you can't bet in your state, we'll place the bets for you. We do it every week. You win, you get paid. We don't make this shit complicated. Now, Boston versus Orlando. I think Drew Holiday might be out today. I thought I saw that. But I'm going Boston over Orlando still, right? Memphis is abysmal, you know. So I think this is a free 2 pick here. Now that I know this is a game I probably will want to stay away from. Miami Heat and the Knicks. Miami's starting to get it going, and the Knicks are pretty solid in the first month of the season too. We'll come back to that one. See Denver over Houston. It's a pick 'em. Bucks on the road against Milwaukee. I mean Wizards. This is actually a pretty good lineup, y'all. Can't lie. We're gonna have to pick one of these games to get some money today, though. So I'm thinking about a pick 5.
The Knicks is home.
I'm looking at this Pelicans game. No, I think they can beat the Clippers on the road. That's the only thing.
I ain't trusting the Pellies game.
It's only one game I would probably. All right. Sacramento over Minnesota, but both teams is playing good right now.
I mean, Minnesota got the best record in the West.
I'm gonna say both teams are playing good. You got Houston over Denver. Where are you from, Houston? Dummy. All right. Ooh, Spurs Golden State. I didn't see that. All right, let's see what the payout.
I don't like Golden State this year.
They suck.
Why not the Pacers over the Pistons?
20 bring you back 90.
You don't like the Pacers over the Pistons?
All right. I didn't even see that. My eyes are bad today. All right. So it's a pick 6. All right, so we're gonna do pick six here, y'all. If the 76ers at Chris Paul, y'all winning chip, make the call, boss. For we don't want him. What? We don't want him. He said, no, I thought you was talking about football. We don't bet. Dukes don't get no money. Take your ass to the back then somewhere. You ain't got to get no money.
Football tomorrow.
Thank you, Purpose Driven. Football's tomorrow. We'll be here. Sunday, actually.
Oh, yeah, my day's messed up. That's what
Your
I'm
day's messed up. Yeah, so it's Boston over Orlando, Phoenix over Memphis. Denver, these ain't hard. I'll pick the money lines. Denver over Houston. Milwaukee over Washington.
I think we're going to give them 2, bro, because I think I got a different one than you.
Well, that's my parlay. That's my parlay. So
Call it out.
back freezing on the screen. I just did. It's a pick 6. Boston money line, Phoenix money line, Denver, Milwaukee, Golden State, Indiana money line.
So you got Boston.
That was the super stream guess.
So you got Boston.
Super stream guess. Just text me.
You got Boston, Phoenix, Milwaukee, the Pacers, right?
Yes.
I got the same. My only 2 difference was the Knicks and the Raptors.
You like the Knicks and the Raptors added to the ticket?
No, I wouldn't add it. It's different pick 6.
What am I taking away then? What
I-
are you not betting on? Denver, Houston, Milwaukee, Washington. What are you not betting on?
The Milwaukee,
Golden
Washington,
State, right?
And Golden State, yeah.
Okay, so Rosenberg is taking the Golden State off, and who else?
And I took the Washington off.
Washington off, and then you put on
The Knicks and the Raptors.
payout pretty much the same. Yeah, payout pretty much the same. All right, yeah. Super Stream November 20th. That's Bro's pick. He got the same thing I got, just with no Warriors on it, and no Wizards and Bucks. He liked the Knicks and he liked the Toronto money line. Again, Cash App is I am Froze if you want to bet. If not, it's okay. We'll see you Sunday for the kickoff. Monday is the Super Stream, so we're doing the Sunday kickoff with the parlays for football. We'll see y'all on Monday at 5.
These leftovers.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you on Monday. We'll see you on Sunday for sure, 11 a.m. like every Sunday. We'll see you on Monday at 5 p.m. for the Super Stream. It's Froze. It's Broze. We'll see you when we see you.
It's Big Froze, Big